MovieWeb.com.
Quick question about actually filming this film. I believe you shot it in New Mexico in the state penitentiary there?
Yes.
What was it like actually interacting with real hardened felons?
Reminded me of my marriage. Well, not really. She was a lot tougher than them. Made it just that extra bit more realistic. You will see prison like you haven't seen it before in this film. In Felon, it's very accurate, and you really get a sense of how tough it is to survive, and also the sad history and the sad projections of what our present prison system is doing, which is breeding more successful criminals and turning innocent men into criminals. It's bad. It needs to get fixed.
You know, that was my follow-up question because, I mean...
You don't want to go to prison either.
Yeah,
You do want to see Felon. You don't want to go to prison. Two things from the interview I want you to take away. Do see Felon. Don't go to prison. If you see Felon, you definitely won't think there's anything romantic or interesting about prison.
I mean,
because I think, with the rap persona, like the idea of killing someone, that it's okay or that it's justified or that you don't care. Everyone cares. You don't want to go to prison. You do not want to go to prison.
I mean, there's not even, as a society, we have the most of our population in prison. And when you look at what's happening, and the great thing about Felon is it doesn't have any of these prison cliches that you see in a lot of these other movies. It's very gritty and tough and realistic.
I tried to add them. I tried to add cliche after cliche, but the director wouldn't have it.
So, your experience there, was there any rehabilitation to these guys?
I asked Rick Waugh, who wrote it and directed it and spent years researching it, it's very, very thorough and accurate, if he had hope about reform. He said no, not in our present prison system. I said, do you believe that people can be? He says, yep, not in the present prison system. There's no hope. And I believe him after playing this role. But I have hope for humanity, and I think we can improve. And you look at systems that work like Canada, and it's important to study them. We must have reform. We must have it. It's inevitable. And so seeing a film, and I'm very proud of Felon because it's a movie that's really entertaining. It's not just an education and some serious drab downer experience. It's exciting to watch, and but it's also about something that we definitely need to look at.
One of the scenes I enjoyed the most is when you were first meeting Stephen's character in prison. He was talking about his wife and how he wanted to go back to his family, and you'd said, well, they took the last picture of my child away. Shooting that scene, did you get any input from any prisoners who'd lost hope, or is that just pure acting and from the script?
Well, I've known men who've served time and done long stretches, a couple of actors as well that had done time and become actors, and some writers, and I've researched prisons myself and contributed, not as much as I would have liked to, but done some activities in the prisons trying to help. Done some readings and things, and put my time in. So it was really accumulation, like the characters, a kind of accumulation of different ideas from different people, voice and what they look like.
That is the enemy down there, officer. You show any weakness, and they will send you a message.
Your life is defined by a single action. You change the concept of time.
Whether you like it or not, you going into that yard, and one of you ain't coming out alive.
Felon.